Welcome to Albania.
Now, there is this country in Europe which has amazing beaches, mountains, interesting history, delicious food, and most importantly, hospitable people. But let's see how Hollywood shows this country.
The reason I went to Albania was to repackage Chinese ammunition so we could disguise it and sell it to the US government.
Is that Albanian or
It's Armenian.
what's the difference?
You guys ever been to Albania?
Honestly, until last night, I didn't even know it was a real fucking country.
Hollywood may have stereotyped Albania as a dangerous country grappling with mafia, drug dealers, thugs, and kidnappers. But my experience was very different.
As you go more down, you'll see that you're going more towards the center, so there's more to
Is it more touristy or more local?
Here you're more local, there you're more touristic.
More touristic.
It's more the center,
In fact, I found Albania to be quite safe. In my 7 days of stay in Albania, I explored Tirana, Kruja, Gjirokastër, and Saranda. In this video, I am going to talk about 5 things that I didn't like about Albania. So guys, this is my second last day here in Albania. I'm here in Saranda. I had a really great time here in Albania. In general, I like Balkans because of their hospitality and nice food and a lot of other things. I had a lot of positive experiences in Albania, but there are few negative incidences or few negative instances which I would like to highlight. I mean, no country is perfect, yes, that I understand, but there are some countries where, things have moved over time. Like I come from India, which was an undeveloped country like 30 to 40 years back. Then it became a developing country, and India is developing way faster than most countries in the world, and I know how things have changed over time. One of the things that I would like to highlight is basically the digital penetration. In Albania, you would hardly find any shop that accepts cards, except for a few supermarkets. Most of the places don't really accept card. The digital penetration in Albania is around 70%, which is something I believe is very less. And to be honest, what I experienced, I think the digital penetration should be much lower than the 70%. A lot of people in Albania are honest, that's fine. But some people actually overcharge the tourists. So I was just having a coffee near the Saranda beach, and someone took for a coffee and a baklava took 500 lek, and it was supposed to be 300 or 350 lek. So these are the incidences, most fun incidences, which kind of make you feel as if you are cheated. So that's, I would say, a bad experience. Also, while coming from Tirana to Gjirokastër, the bus took 1500 lek as ticket. That was I from the online, if I had booked, I know there are very few opportunities to book tickets online. It was showing 12 euros. That is somewhere around 1300 to 1350 lek. They took 150 lek extra. In some restaurants when I went, they also took 50 to 100 lek extra. So that's something that might happen, and this is kind of a bad experience. Another thing is about the taxi scams. So make sure you go by meters, because the taxi scams are kind of common in Albania.
यहाँ का जो टैक्सी सिस्टम है वो काफ़ी कूल है. नहीं है, sorry. You can get taxis here in Tirana. Most of the places only in the stands. I tried to stop the cars or the taxis on the road, but many of them didn't stop really. The apps like Free Now or Uber, they don't really work here properly. So I don't think they even have that in Tirana. So, and make sure to always use the meter when you are going on taxi. The rates start for 1 kilometer it's 300 lek, and after that for every kilometer it's 150 to 200 lek.
The fourth thing I disliked about Albania is the difficulty to exchange currency.
यार यहाँ पे करेंसी एक्सचेंज में एक चीज़ मैंने नोट किया कि आप अगर यहाँ पे आते हो तो यहाँ पे कार्ड वगैरह जो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं यूरो करेंसी चेंज कराने. You have to bring euro in hard cash to get the exchange. Exchange rate is pretty fair in the city. If you do an exchange in MoneyGram, you get a very, very competitive rate. But they don't accept card payment. That's really bad.
Before we move on to the last point on the list, I would like to talk about one more thing about Albania, which may or may not be really considered as a negative side to it, but it depends on your perspective. Well, Albania is one of those countries which has stopped stamping on your passport at immigration. Well, this is a very positive thing. However, for someone like me who likes to collect these immigration stamps on the passport as souvenir, this was a bit disappointing.
I was disappointed earlier today because I did not get any stamping on my passport when I entered Albania. So Albania has recently decided not to stamp any passport when their visitors come into the country. So I am someone who really likes to fill his passport with a lot of entry and exit stamps because that's kind of a souvenir or memory. But unfortunately, today I didn't get any stamping on my passport. I realized that a lot of countries have started to issue more and more e-visas, and they've started to go away from the visa stamping on entries and exit.
So I said that this is a positive or negative thing depending on your perspective. Anyways, let's move on to the fifth point on the list, which is related to the expensive SIM cards.
Just outside the airport, they have a lot of SIM cards, like mainly Vodafone and One. So there are a lot of sales representatives. They were trying to sell free SIM card, and then you go to the shop and recharge them. The plan that they were selling is somewhere around 18 euros for 21 days, and I don't think I need that much.
Price is 18 euro.
18 euro, but it's for 21 days. I need
Yes.
something for like 7 days or something like that, shorter period. Do you have something like that?
This is very good.
I think that was a very very expensive SIM card, क्योंकि यूरोप में अगर मैं बाकी कंट्रीज़ भी घूमने जाता हूँ, मतलब महंगा महंगा देश जैसे जर्मनी, फ्रांस वगैरह में भी, यहाँ पे भी आपको 10 यूरो का मिल जाता है सिम, और आयरलैंड में भी 10 यूरो का ही सिम आ जाता है.
I hope you found some value from this video. If you are someone who likes to travel to offbeat destinations, then do consider subscribing to my channel. You are watching Work and Talk vlogs. Let's travel offbeat.